Hi, it's Megan.
And it's Bree.
And we just want to talk about TV.
Welcome to our podcast,
Unseriesous. Each episode, we're going to cover a TV show, new or old, and have a silly little conversation about it.
So grab a snack, get comfortable, and let's get unserious.
Nothing is so broken that it
Can't be fixed. Tea.
Hot. Ding. Ding. No, just kidding.
That'll make sense eventually.
Yeah. If you don't know that quote, well, you should probably log out.
You should probably delete your account.
No, because you don't know that famous line.
That famous line from
My Life.
critically acclaimed.
Critically acclaimed. Best show of the century.
Yep.
My Life with the Walter Boys.
A.
I'm cosplaying.
I think you're cosplaying as the dad, no?
Yes, exactly. I am.
So
I'm
true.
glad you noticed that it was specifically the dad.
Yeah. Of course.
But of course.
But
before we dive into all this fun, I need to ask my friend.
Yeah. Me?
No.
Oh.
One of them. I need to ask.
They start speaking.
Oh my god. I need to ask my friend, what have you been doing, reading, watching, listening to? What do you have to tell us? What do you have to say for
I
yourself?
don't know why I feel so nervous.
You're being interrogated.
I feel like I'm on lie detector test. All of a sudden. Hello. Thank you. Sorry. I couldn't hear myself for a second. I have actually, I would like everyone to know that I always set a 12-book reading goal for the year.
Mama.
So I should read one book a month at least. I mean, I would like to read more, but, I have to set the bar low. And I would like to announce on this leap day that I am on track. I've read one book a month so far. So good.
Slay, mama.
And that second book is the fourth Bridgerton book. I have never felt more compelled and motivated to instantly start reading something. I read it so fast. I read it in like a day.
Hell yeah.
And they're long books.
Bridgerton era.
And I read it on my phone. I didn't even buy
Hell
the book.
Yeah.
I just sat there and scrolled, and it looked like maybe I
scrolled.
was on TikTok. But no, I was reading Romancing Mr. Bridgerton.
Thank God.
In anticipation of the third season of Netflix's very own Bridgerton. And let me tell you, I'm so excited. I'm 2+ months ahead of the game, but I'm so fucking excited. And let me also say, obviously, we'll get into Bridgerton eventually.
Bridgerton.
But I have not read any of the books before the show. I have not read the first book, based on the Duke. After the second season about Anthony and Kate, I read their book because I was obsessed with them. And to be fair, I don't think anyone's coming close to them. And I was like, I don't know how season 3 of Bridgerton's going to do it because, Anthony and Kate were, the gold standard. I don't know about Colin and Penn. I don't know about them. And then all of a sudden, I'm obsessed with them.
All of a sudden,
they released, 2 30-second clips, and it fueled me. And it fueled me to read the book before the season came out because I'm fucking impatient. And I'm going to say something so confidently right now that I think the season's going to be even better than the book. And we're going to mark my words right here. And in June, we're going to come back to this, and we're going to see if I'm right.
You're wrong.
Because a lot of people were unhappy with the book-to-screen adaptation of the second one, I think because of a lot of things. But that's for the Bridgerton podcast.
Yeah.
But this, I feel like, is going to be even better. I think it's going to give so much more, just based on the 2 clips I've seen alone.
The 2 clips that they're going to give.
And let me tell you, I had a great time, but I just think the show's going to be better. That's my review.
We'll see.
We'll see.
What if it sucks?
I don't think so because, they're already giving me so much from the 2 clips I've seen.
They're already giving.
And the actors, Nicola and Luke, they're giving. They know what they're doing. And it's working on me. And I'm so ecstatic to see it all come to life. Yeah, I'm in my Bridgerton era. I'm so excited.
You're a little early.
I know. I'm let's make this a Bridgerton podcast because I have so much to say, but we have to wait for the show to come out.
Yeah, and then you can compare it. You can have the book knowledge.
I know. That's going to be really, we don't have that for this.
Yeah, I'm not reading that.
I kind of wish,
I'm not reading all that.
I kind of am curious. But more on that later.
You could have done it.
But I'm a Colin and Penn stan.
Colin's gonna have to do some shit.
He's already done enough for me.
Okay, when you read the book.
No, it was even before the book. I just saw them on the red carpet.
In the actors.
And I said, whoa,
Yeah.
they know what they're doing.
Yeah.
They're like, this is the steamiest season yet. And I said,
the fictional Colin to give me more.
He's giving me more already. Okay, I need to shut up. I will go on. I'm here for it.
Yeah.
What about you, Brie?
Has
anything changed your life
I
like
have
mine?
not been reading Bridgerton. Has anyone changed it? What have I been doing? Nothing. Just kidding. I finished my A Tree Grows in Brooklyn book, and it was really good and emotional. I wouldn't say it's like sad, like you're crying the whole time. It's just like emotional. It's literally just following a family in New York and their life pretty much. And it was just, I liked it. It was like slow. It was a slow pace because you're literally just, there's not much like, I don't know, conflict. But the ending was really good, which I think for a book, that's always a good sign because sometimes you get to the end of a book and you're like, what the hell was that? Mm-hmm. But I was really happy with the ending. And yeah, I recommend it if you want to cry.
Yeah.
But
I too was happy with the ending of Romancing Mr. Bridgerton.
It's always good when you get a good ending.
Sorry.
I too was happy about the Romancing Mr. Bridgerton.
I can't wait till we get to that podcast. I'm about to go off.
In other news, I'm reading
Yes. Speak on this.
Bride by Ali Hazelwood, which I was really excited for because I like vampires and werewolves and that shit. But I even ordered it early. Like, I was like excited. Mm-hmm. And I'm on page like 130. And it's just not giving. Like, it's not really giving anything.
That's like breaking news.
And I should like stop because usually if you're that far into a book.
And you're not liking it.
Yeah. But I don't know. I have hope that
you never know.
I don't know.
You never know.
So I'm just going to keep reading.
You have to do it for
the
journalistic integrity.
Yeah. I got to finish. I got to see what's going on.
And then you have to read Love Hypothesis.
Okay. I was like, I'm not interested in any of these Ali Hazelwood.
Yeah.
And then it said Bride, and there's a vampire and werewolf on the cover. I was like, all right, fine, you got me. Mm-hmm. You got me. But so far, I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
This could have been great.
I don't trust someone who ships Raylo.
You don't trust Ali Hazelwood?
I really hate to say it. I'm sorry. I don't know you like that, so I shouldn't be quick to pass judgment off of one fact. But if her book is indeed based on Star Wars fan fiction about Rey and Kylo Ren, then I don't think I trust her.
Yeah, I don't really trust her right now either.
No tea, no shade, just like facts. Like, but I just can't get behind that.
Tea, no shade.
And teach their own for real, you know?
Imagine you're a vampire and someone's a werewolf. And the vampire and werewolves hate each other. But to keep the peace, a vampire, the alpha, and the vampire bride.
Alpha Darby.
The alpha Darby has to get married. They have to get married. And they hate each other. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, okay, do more with it. Like, you could do, like, I'm like, come on.
Yeah.
You got it. You got enemies to lovers. Where is it?
Yeah, there's nothing worse than like a really good trope and they're just not executing that trope.
I thought it was going to be a book that I'd sit down and be like, ooh, and just like read it like immediately and finish it and be like, ooh, I want to flip the next page. But I'm like,
okay.
I'm like literally like, okay. Like, I don't care about any of you.
That sucks.
But you know what? I'll keep you updated.
Yes, please.
I'm going to finish it.
I'm on the edge of my seat.
Yeah, but
look at us reading.
Nerds.
The books we're reading are vampires and Bridgerton.
Yeah. Hey, I read A Tree Grows in Brooklyn. That was
You're
deep. Right. But yeah,
No
I do like a cheesy book every once in a while. Just like I like a cheesy TV show every once in a while.
Nice.
And that's why we're talking about My Life with the Walter Boys.
Everyone's fave. I know everyone's been anticipating
Everyone's been anticipating the big release of what we have to say about these Walter boys.
They need to know our thoughts.
Oh my gosh. But should I tell you what it's about?
Please.
This is so funny.
I'm ready.
Okay. Don't look at okay. My Life with the Walter Boys is a teen drama television series on Netflix and an adaptation of Ali Novik's 2014 book of the same name, which was first published on Wattpad. The series follows recently orphaned Jackie Howard, a teenage girl from Manhattan who locates to Silver Falls, Colorado, to live with her mom's best friend, Catherine, her husband, George, and their 10 kids, 9 of them who happen to be boys, and 2 of them who happen to be in love with Jackie. Amid a background of mountains and horses, Jackie tries to settle in and focus on her goal of a place at Princeton. But instead, she finds herself at the center of high school's gossip and caught between 2 of the Walter boys. Quiet, shy, and nerdy outcast Alex and former quarterback Cole, who is embracing a bad boy persona after his career-ending injury. By the end of the season, after spending a whole fucking year with the Walters.
Yeah.
Right? A whole year with the Walters. The drama gets too much for Jackie, and we see her on a plane back to New York City with her Uncle Richard.
I'm really sitting here with the fact that it was a year.
Yeah, we went through a whole fucking year.
How long was she with Alex, like, formally?
I don't fucking know.
Too long. Sorry.
No, we went from a kiss to another episode. The next episode, they were, like, married.
Yeah, and the parents didn't know for a while, but thank God they acknowledged that. Because we were like, are they going to talk about this?
I was like, if they skip this, then what's the point of the damn show?
Yeah.
To be honest.
Yeah.
But that summary doesn't even touch on the 700 other stories that there are in this fucking show.
Yeah. Oh my God. I will say up front, just as an overall of the show, it was not as criminally bad as I thought it would be. Because everything I saw, I guess it was just like how people were reacting and what they were focusing on. But I was like, this is just about this love triangle. So much else is going on. And it's not like the most like award-worthy show, but like it's a solid show if you look at some of the other stuff they talk about.
Yeah. There's
just so much.
There's just like they throw so much. And the first time meeting that's the most overwhelming.
I tried to draw a chart.
Yeah, meeting all those damn kids. Mm-hmm. I'm like, what?
And it's not even the kids. Like, there's other people in the town. There's a little too many people to think about.
There's a lot of people in this small fucking town.
Yeah. Yeah.
And they're like throwing different things at you.
But at the same time, they're not throwing enough at you.
At the same time, they aren't giving you enough of the... Like you don't care. I don't know.
They're just not developing anything enough because they don't have enough time because there's 300 of them.
Because they have to show everybody and there's too many characters.
Because I was sitting there thinking about...
I was pondering.
My girl Jackie before this podcast. And like, we know so little about Jackie and she's the main character.
Yeah, and she went through some shit. We don't even...
I need to know what girl, Allie, I guess, sat down on Wattpad.com and killed this old girl's entire family.
Girl, are you okay?
Like, we need to sit with that for a second. The story starts... because my girl Jackie loses her mom, dad, and older sister in a car crash in one fell swoop, and her uncle doesn't have custody. The mom's best friend has custody, so she like has none of her family with her, and then she's thrust into a love triangle. Like, whoa! What? Like, it's like classic tropey. Like, you're going to live with this other family. There's multiple boys to fall in love with, but like I like we have to remember her whole family's.
Literally, her whole family.
Like, that's the catalyst for this.
Was killed.
Like, when I wrote about a fan fiction of the certain show about a girl being orphaned, the family just kind of like up and disappeared. Orphan. I didn't murder her family. That was so big.
You gotta murder the whole family, and then you have to imagine how overwhelming this. And to go from New York City to Colorado to live with 12,000 people.
Yeah, that you've never met. Like, she barely knows those people, too. I was just thinking, also, there's a missed opportunity for them to have, like, known each other as children. Like, they took a family trip. That would be too Samurai Turn Pretty, but, like...
Like, they don't know each other at all.
They don't know each other at all, so that could have been something for either Alex or Cole. Like, one of them had a crush on her beforehand, but no, they've never laid eyes on her.
Hold on. I've never thought about that, because why would you have a best friend and not know any of the fucking kids? Like, never have your kids, like, even talk to each other.
They explain, like, they just don't have time, which is valid, but, like... That just could have really boosted this storyline. Like, she walks in and Alex is immediately like, oh my God.
They're, like, in love.
And I'm like, you don't know? Like, she has not opened her mouth.
It's love at first sight, Megan.
I guess. But that's not even, like, to say that Jackie's a bad person or bad character. They just don't do enough with her. Like, it's all about, like, she'll have a moment where she's sad about her family or her sister, or she has her love triangle moments, or she does have cute moments with some of the other brothers, which I want to talk about. But... you only know that she's, like, studious, wants to go to Princeton, and is in this love triangle. I'm like, give her a side quest.
Give her something else.
Yeah, like, I want her to go off and, I don't know.
Oh, no.
She had, like, moments, but it just wasn't enough.
Yeah.
And I think they could have solved that if they eliminated 12 brothers.
Yeah, they needed to eliminate. They definitely needed to eliminate some people. Some people did need to be put down. They couldn't even focus on my poor Jordan.
Not too much on Jordan.
I forgot.
Who the fuck is Jordan?
That's the most random
He just
character
pulls up his
ever.
camera. Yeah. It's like, I guess they're honoring the book. There must have been all these characters in the book, but I think if you can, like, cut characters out of the Hunger Games, you can cut a Walter brother.
You can definitely cut a few.
And no offense
but
to Jordan.
apparently there was more.
Wait, really?
Apparently, because I was doing the summary and
So
I was trying to, like...
cut people out?
Yeah, because I think there were 12. But we'll have to fact check that. But if there's more,
makes
what are
sense.
you doing?
Like, that's what I'm thinking about. Parker had an emotional storyline every so often. Benny was too little.
Benny was a
but
little
he had
baby.
moments. Jordan
He cried.
barely had anything. And then, like, Danny, Nathan, Alex, and Cole, and Will. Like, they have solid storylines. But, like, they're all so small. Like, I bet you if you put all their scenes together, it wouldn't even make a full episode because, like...
So I'm, like, I'm not, like, that... Like, I could be so much more connected to them if we had a little more time. Or less brothers.
Well, to be fair, I feel more connected to, like, Danny and, like, even Will. Like, I feel like Will had a full fleshed out storyline with
Will
Harry.
had a whole ass
Will had a whole other life. Wait, hold on! I need everyone out there to take a minute and look at Will and tell me he doesn't scream Warbler. I'm sitting there the first half of the show going, what do I know him? Where do I know him? Looking him up on IMDb and going, I don't know him from anything. And I just realized he looks like a warbler.
He's a warbler.
So every time he'd come in, we'd start going, ding, 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 ding. He looks like he'd be a warbler. And then he does a fucking dance at his wedding. And I said,
that's a warbler.
You're telling me that's not a warbler.
He's spinning around. Will, Warbler, Walter.
Will, the wildlife of the Warbler Brothers.
It's Will. No, Will is supposed to be 25. Okay, and he's acting like he's 35 and has 3 kids on the way. Like, my man.
He's sweating.
He's, like, always stressed.
I know, but my point was to say, like, he has a fully fleshed out storyline with other stuff going on where I feel like we need that energy toward Jackie, the lead of the show.
No, they have to put her aside.
Like, again, her story is a love triangle, but, like, they could do so much more, especially because there were times where I was like, oh, you're telling me months went by and, like, we have not seen anything else that Jackie's doing. Like, she was, like, in track, and they wouldn't even show the track meet.
They don't show any of the fun
They were like, oh, he gets on his horse. Cut! You
don't
won!
get to see who won. What?
My least favorite part of all that stuff is that you never see the play open.
Oh.
You're telling me, like, all the Walters went and put on their nicest outfits and go see Isaac and Danny in the fucking play.
I guess not.
Like, that was insane. I said, we built, like, so much on this play that we don't even, like, not that they were going to show all of much to do about nothing, whatever, but, like, not even to have a moment where they're like, we have to go support Danny and Isaac on their big night, because they kept doing that. They had a gala, they had, like, someone's birthday, they, like, I don't know, had Thanksgiving, but they didn't go see the play.
Yeah, they said, fuck Danny. No.
Yeah.
But the timeline of the show was also just crazy. Like, they were just skipping so much.
Yeah, like, they had 10 episodes, but at the same, it's like they did too much, but also not enough. I don't know.
Yeah, like, they did too much to a point where, like, you don't get enough on the characters because it's, like, skipping probably whole parts of their personality and what happens because, like, even months, things change. Like,
they gave,
what
like,
are we doing?
Nathan his epilepsy storyline.
Yeah, my Nathan.
And then, like,
my Farkle.
kind of gave him like a crumb here and there.
They gave him a crumb of everyone being concerned.
Yeah. They're like, don't get on that bull.
Don't get on the bull. He's like, I'm fine,
Skylar.
And everyone's just so freaking nice in this town, but also not nice.
Yeah. Oh, like on the subject, I could not tell how I felt about Skylar half the time.
No, same. He's like he was the nicest person, but also
he was also just like he was like, ooh, this is like a red flag. And
also,
I said, a boy being nice to you, a Walter boy being nice. They spend this whole the whole first 3 episodes emphasizing how much everyone wants a Walter boy, and then my man has the attention and like the kindness from probably arguably one of the better Walter boys, and he's like, I don't know, it's a little too much.
Skylar's real. Skylar's like, no, that's too much for me. He's avoiding.
You're right. You know what? You're right.
But also,
at the same time,
when they were together, he's just like very like, I don't know how to describe
I think
him.
they're not dimensional enough.
Yeah,
I think every character, except for like 3 of them, are 2-dimensional.
It's like this.
He's like,
it's like normal SpongeBob. Everyone.
It's like, what's it called? An NPC.
Yeah.
Like that's what everyone feels like until they have a scene.
Until they have a scene and then they do like a little.
Yeah. Even I also couldn't tell how I felt about Grace because she was like a nice person. There was just something that irked me about her. And you know what I think I realized it was? Is she's basically Max from Ginny and Georgia, just like not as good.
Oh, not as good. Not as like.
Just like not as
like they don't give her
dimension.
Yeah. Like none of them have enough a background for me to care. Like
I think I care, but it's just not enough to care about.
Like I'm like, okay. They just come in and they say random stuff and she's like
they all have likable potential, but like then nothing comes of it. Like Grace's big storyline is that she got to wear her Jackie's dress to the carnival.
I'm like, okay, give her more.
But then there wouldn't be enough time for everyone else. We talked about this too. The fucking guidance counselor got more than half the kids.
No, the guidance counselor
Tara.
One of the most dramatic storylines.
This man comes out of nowhere. And I'm like, oh, she gets a love interest. That's really sweet. And then gives them the most drama. He's about to move to a different continent. Like
he's leaving.
Jackie and Alex are grappling with him going to Montana for like a month. But no, the guidance counselor's boyfriend is about to go to London.
To literally go to London and didn't even ask her to go.
No. And then at the wedding,
this is the crazy
Uncle Richard starts to risen her up.
Uncle Richard's risen her up.
And I was like, ooh, I love this for season 2. And it makes her and me forget about Nick or whatever the teacher's name is, just for her to stumble into the wrong yurt. And you're about to, like, she has this moment. She's vulnerable with Uncle Richard. She's like, listen, I just got out of a relationship. And he's like, that's okay. And I was like, ooh, potential for the future. No, she stumbles into her own yurt and Nick is there.
I'm like, bro, what are you doing here in the yurt? You weren't at the wedding and now you're in the yurt? Like, get the fuck out.
And I'm like, and we still don't know like what Jackie's interests are other than school.
Yeah, I don't know anything about Jackie. I just know that Uncle Richard.
Yeah, who had the most riz?
Let's talk about. Hold on. We need some Okay. But Uncle Richard.
Yeah.
I feel kind of bad for Uncle Richard.
Yeah, I wrote down, what family does he have?
He has, and they're making New York and Uncle Richard seem like a villain in this. Like they're like he works. It's like, how dare he? He's one man and he works.
He used to be a playboy.
He's a playboy. He can't possibly take care of his...
When Jackie's mom made the will, he was 25 and said, well, she has to go with Catherine and her 30 kids. Her 30 kids on the way.
On the way. That she damn well knows those kids are on the way because no one's having that many kids without a plan. God damn. You know how much money that is? And they're in a money crisis.
Oh my God. Wait, let's talk about the money crisis. They're gonna lose the farm.
They're gonna lose the whole ass farm. And they took in Jackie. And Jackie's like, they're like, we don't care that you're another mouth to feed, bitch. I know you do because another kid costs about like what? Like a crazy amount.
I don't know. Like they're on a farm and those Walter boys eat for 3.
Yeah, and those boys aren't sharing shit. They're eating a whole bowl of spaghetti. Jackie's lucky to get a piece of toast.
I'm obsessed with them on Thanksgiving freaking out that she's gonna leave, as if that wouldn't give them at least another $1,000.
I know, they'd be living.
Ooh, little pocket change.
And And she'd be with Uncle Richard.
Yeah, living it up in
She'd
NYC.
be rich.
Yeah.
Living it up in NYC with her old friends.
Yeah.
But no, her new friends are the Walter boys.
I have to say that, like, I think one of the reasons why I really deeply connected with the show was because this is exactly, like, it's so Wattpad.
Yeah,
and it's,
very
like, not
Wattpad.
afraid to be Wattpad, but also not afraid to, like, I don't know, talk about how Thanksgiving is about taking from
that was crazy.
was colonization. I was like, all right, Walter boys, making some points. But at the same time, like, the trope of living with all these boys, like, that is so Wattpad. And that is something that my 12-year-old self would have eaten up. Like, would have spent all day in my room on a Saturday and not even getting up until dinner to read what's going on in this Wattpad
And then
story.
my Walter
to
boys.
scroll, and you just have to keep scrolling on that orange app.
On that one.
I think that's why I was like, this is kind of giving me nostalgia for something that I didn't have this when I was, like, 12.
Yeah.
But I had something akin to this when I was 12, and I'm like, I'm kind of here for
You're
it.
like, I am.
It's like healing that inner child with the Walter boys.
The Walter boys. I gotta say, the first 4 episodes, I was like, okay. And then the Thanksgiving episode happened, and I said, I am a Walter.
I gotta stand up for my family.
All of a sudden, this was my family.
I think they had to lay a lot of groundwork.
I had to finish their journey.
Yeah.
And the first 4, I was like, okay, there's a lot happening.
Mm-hmm. But then you got to know them a little bit. Again, I feel like everyone is 2-dimensional.
Everyone, yeah, there's a lot of 2D. And yeah, they don't even spend, this is the main part of the show, they don't even spend that much time on.
You know who has a crisp of 3D dimensional? Cole. Because you actually know Cole's story.
He gets the whole
And I guess
breakdown.
Alex too, but like Alex's story is that he's annoyed at Cole.
Real.
And like,
It's
I don't
the
know,
Cole effect.
The Cole effect.
I hate
Let's
the
break it
Cole
down.
effect. Yeah, Cole injured himself.
Yeah.
And he lost his whole football scholarship.
Joe Burrow
So
team.
now he has the right to be an asshole to everybody.
Well, it's like he doesn't have the right to act like this, but at least you can understand it.
Yeah.
Like, I don't understand some of Alex's fucking...
I don't understand either of them.
Oh, I'm here to understand Cole. Because we were just talking about the financial thing. Can you imagine being fucking Cole, breaking your whole leg, and then that loses your college money, and then your family has to
Ruining
spend
your
a chunk of
family's life.
change on your leg, and then he couldn't even play anyway.
And then your brother has an epilepsy and an actual...
Yeah, Nathan's not even batting an eye. Like, let's talk about that. Nathan doesn't give a shit that he cost them an emergency room visit.
No, Nathan doesn't care because
he has a boyfriend.
He has a boyfriend and he has epilepsy.
Yeah, but he's not even worried about him being a burden. But you know who worries about being a burden? Cole.
Yeah.
And Alice was like, don't say that.
Don't say that, you're not a burden. I was like, damn.
And I understand
emotional.
I understand him. Does that mean he should get drunk at his mom's gala? No.
I said, Cole, come on.
I couldn't even watch.
At his vet, at the vet ceremony.
But I understand him.
But I get him.
But I get him. And I can fix him. No, really, I can.
No, really, I can't. I don't know. Yeah.
We have to get into the love triangle. I think we've...
Sadly, we need to get into the love triangle.
They love triangle way too close to the sun.
That's definitely the title because it's very true. And
this was such a, like, immediately, Alex looks at her and goes, that's mine. And then Cole has a moment with her innocently because, like, no one's dating her yet. And he gets pissed at Cole.
Yeah. And again, it's a clear end game.
Yes, I
like,
wanted to discuss
I feel like there's always a clear end game. And if you're on the other side, you're just picking the losing.
I actually disagree that there isn't always a clear end game.
Okay.
Like... I think until season 4 of Never Have I Ever,
season 4.
That could have gone
You
either
said
way.
too.
And I know, it's like, if you know Mindy Kaling,
yeah,
you know where it's going.
But I feel like in these types of shows, especially when it's a Wattpad book, it's like there's a clear, like this girl was typing, ooh, this is the one. This is going to be the one. Because the person who's like fast, like they're quickly together, they aren't like giving, and then you have the other boy sneaking in there and them about to cheat and cheating, and and that's usually the winner.
Well, that's what I was thinking too. Like, I really fucking hate to say it, but anyone on the Summer I Turned Pretty, if you're Team Jeremiah, you're stupid.
Then you're losing.
No, okay, I really want to make a statement. I think you're allowed to have a preference because everyone likes different personalities, different looks, whatever. You're allowed to prefer Jeremiah over Conrad. I'm not trying to make this about the Summer I Turned Pretty, but I'm about to.
And
you're allowed to like Alex.
That's what I wanted to say.
You're allowed to like Alex over Cole. You're allowed to like Cole over Alex. But if you're watching these shows, The Summer I Turned Pretty and Walter Boy specifically, you're watching these shows and you genuinely can't see
and there's
what they're building to. Then you don't know, like, it doesn't even matter, like, I don't know what even happens in this book. Like, the narrative story of they're spending more time on Cole than Alex. Like, why would they do that if they want her to be with Alex? Why would they have this infinity necklace and all these moments in The Summer I Turned Pretty?
Why would they have Cole and Jackie drink hot chocolate and sit by the fire, just like Conrad and Bella, if they aren't... Let's all just be so fucking for real right now.
Like, I really need everyone to know I respect your opinions, but, like, to watch these shows and genuinely go, oh, she's going to end up with Jeremiah, or she is going to end up with Alex. Like, you're not watching the show right, to be fair.
Yeah, like, you are setting yourself up for sadness if you're doing that. Because, like, I get liking, like if you like the individual more.
Yeah.
Because that's more your type and more
100%.
your... Like, that makes sense. But if you think that Jackie's ass is going to end up with Alex at the end of this, I need you to be so fucking for real.
I mean, you know, like, I really hate to say it.
I'm sorry. Like,
I'm so sorry.
I'm so sorry. As someone...
Like, I'm sorry you found out this way, but she's not ending up with Alex.
If you don't think she's not going to end up with the bad boy who had a football injury and is sad
and has more scenes with
bones, and I gotta say, Cole is not related to any of them.
That's what gets me is he doesn't even have blonde hair in real life. So like, what are they doing? Like, why do they have to do that?
They made him look like totally different from... Like, I think George and Catherine has George Lady. And Benny, like, I know... Or not Benny, Danny, like, I know like, they aren't identical twins.
Wait, when they dropped the twin reveal, I played the twin. We were like, what?
I don't think so.
That added so much depth. That added 3 dimension to both of them.
That added the depth I needed. Danny being the twin.
Yeah, okay.
But
I'm sweating over
get that
this.
out, Cole.
Doesn't look like any of them!
Your ass stinks. No, the family just doesn't look like, they don't look like
There's
each other.
too many of them.
Like, any of them.
They were like, we don't give a shit.
We don't really give a shit.
I guess he
You're
looks related
hired.
to Parker.
Yes. I can see that. I can
They're
see
little-
some of them. They're all
yeah.
like different little families.
Exactly. Ooh, okay.
No.
No, yeah. Genuinely, on the real,
I'm the real.
I think that Jackie and Cole have better chemistry. They have better intentionally written moments.
Yeah.
Like, her and Alex are just like, he's a sweet boy and he's being nice to her and that's what girls should go after. But, like, she gets to know Cole. Cole gets to know her to the degree of which the show allows us.
Yeah.
And they have sweeter moments. Again, chemistry. They have build-up. They have tension. They have history.
Like, why do you guys think those scenes are there?
Yeah.
Like, why are they breaking down in a truck every 5 seconds?
Exactly.
Why are they standing in the rain, panting? Like, what do you think is gonna happen?
It's like, it should, because that's the right thing to do. Like, when you have chemistry like that. And I'm sorry, like, I don't want to be an Alex hater. I think I just laugh because of the choices they make with him.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this falls into a category of love triangle where you know who it's going to be. And that's frustrating because then, like, you also like him. Yeah. You don't want to, like, actively root against him. But, like, he's got to step up. When she came down the stairs, when he came down the stairs and was wearing the most beautiful dress he'd ever seen and just went, let's go. Let's go down.
Alex is so
Let's
funny
fucking go.
Let's fucking
and then
go.
And I was like,
He's
that's
so awkward.
It's so tropey, and then they didn't even do it. Like, she walked down and he was supposed to go, you look like, wow.
Yeah, like
something
so
cheesy.
Like, why'd they do that in the first place? They have her walk down and then he's just like he's literally doesn't even like Like, they don't give any moment.
No, and then at the wedding, I was like, oh, they can salvage this at the wedding. And, like, her and Cole have kind of, like a bantering moment of, like, you clean up nice, New York. And she's like, not so bad yourself, Colorado. See, they have shit like that. What does Alex have?
They got jokes.
And then she sits with Alex, and he looks at her again like he's aware of how beautiful she fucking looks because she is beautiful, and then doesn't say anything. Alex, I'm, like, trying to help you.
Alex.
I want to root for you.
Yeah, Alex and Jackie don't have any chemistry.
No.
Like, especially after they do the time jump and they're just, like, together.
Yeah.
Like, they're showing so much PDA, but there's literally no chemistry. Like, I think the one cute scene they have is in the second episode, and it's in the barn. Like, I thought that was cute.
See, they needed to keep that. If they wanted this to be a true love triangle, they needed to keep that going. They needed to equally have shit like
they
that.
weren't doing, that was the only time they did that, and then they weren't giving, like, anything else, and then Alex has way more chemistry with his friend Kylie.
Let's talk about it. Just their scene at the end when he is drunk and she took him to his room to, like, sleep it off, and their faces were barely an inches apart. I was like, oh my god. And I was like, this isn't, like, the best time for this to happen. Yeah. But, like, that was one of the most chemistry I've seen on this entire show.
Yeah.
I was like,
that had me the most, like...
So this isn't even to be like, fuck Alex. It's just like, Alex, you're with the wrong girl, buddy.
It's just, like, clear.
Nothing has ever been more crystal.
Nothing has ever been so clear to me.
Exactly.
Like, and... Yeah, I would much rather them not do this love triangle anymore. Just break it, because I don't like it, especially when it's two brothers.
Yeah, and they already have salvaged their relationship just for, we'll get to the ending, but, like, they need to fix it again.
They just need to.
And, like, I honestly think season 2, not to jump too far, season 2 has so much potential to build them all up individually, and then, like, have Alex, veer off.
Yes.
And then we can get back on the Cole effect.
We can do that.
And then we can also focus on Aaron and Danny.
And then, we can focus on my true OG of this whole fucking show. The ship that had me kicking my feet the most. And twirling my hair. And twirling my hair is Aaron and Danny. Come on now.
Aaron had some of the best development on the show. She's more three-dimensional than Jackie is. And isn't even because I'm, like, trying to throw Jackie under the bus.
Diana.
Yes. I adored Erin's storyline. I hate some of the shit she went through with her family, with Cole. I think they gave her and Cole closure, which I really appreciated. And I don't think they needed to give her and Olivia closure because I was just irritated.
No, I didn't want them to.
Or that quickly, at least.
Oh,
that should have been a whole season 2 thing.
Yeah. Because you need, like, it wasn't even enough. Like, I didn't feel like they should be friends
she didn't
again.
earn that.
Yeah.
They're like, you need to do more than buy her coffee. I'm like, she still hasn't done enough.
Yeah. And Erin grew a lot, too, and she acts, like, way better, and to be friends with Olivia, again, seems very, like, out of character for where she was at the end. Mm-hmm. I'm like, get that away.
Yeah, I don't want that.
Yeah, I don't want that.
Like, I get, like, women supporting women, but, like, they could have... Olivia needed to earn that better.
It needed to do... Yeah.
And then I loved what they gave us with Jackie and Aaron. That's one of my favorite tropes of, like, having the girls that hate each other become friends. And in a genuine way.
Yeah.
They totally have so much in common, too. Mm-hmm. Like, I hope season 2 focuses more on that. Like, no offense to Grace, but, like, the most I got out of, like, female friendship was Aaron and Jackie.
Yeah, I love... And,
like,
I hope they don't... Yeah, they kind of, like, fell apart.
Let them have some fucking independent storyline together. Like, they joined the volleyball team.
Yeah, do something. Do something.
Or, like, the debate or whatever, the student council, whatever they were doing. Like, give me more of Jackie outside of the family. Because, like, I love
separation from that.
Jackie's moments with Danny, Jackie's moments with Nathan, like, more of that, too. Mm-hmm. But, like, I want Jackie to have some independence, and you know what? She can have that with Aaron, too, because I really ate that up.
Yeah, I ate that up. That's when I was like, yes, we're going somewhere. We're getting depth. We're like, that was the Thanksgiving episode. I said, okay, we're building.
We're cooking with gas.
And it kind of fell a little, but you know what? We're going to keep cooking.
We're going to keep cooking. Yeah, I love that. And then, like, her and Danny's 3 scenes.
I love Danny.
So good.
I said Danny, heart.
Yeah.
That.
Obsessed.
I need more.
Yeah.
Of Danny. Of Danny and Aaron. Of every other character.
I agree.
What else?
Should we talk about the ending with the love triangle?
Yeah.
So, Alex tells Jackie he loves her at his brother's wedding. She's like,
Doesn't say anything. And he's like, it's okay, you don't have to say anything. And that's when he's like, Kylie, why did she say anything? It's like, well, you told her you didn't have to, but enough of that.
Why did she say anything?
And then Jackie finds out Cole rebuilt her teapot, which is the last gift she had from her sister, and like wrote her a note that referenced their really deep conversation they had together by the fire. Enough on the fact that maybe it was really Summer I Turned Pretty.
Yeah, it was just Summer I Turned Pretty.
People were like, it's copy the Summer I Turned Pretty. And I was like, okay, I get like love triangle brother. Okay. Then they're having hot chocolate. I'm like, okay, the Summer I Turned Pretty didn't invent hot chocolate. But then they have hot chocolate and then in front of the fire. And I said, what the fuck?
I said, what?
That's a little too close.
That was a little too close.
Anyway, she finds this out. It really solidifies like the depth of their relationship in that he gets her, she gets him. And then they make out in the barn.
Yeah.
And then like it cuts to black and then it's the morning and Alex wakes up hungover as hell. He tries to bring Jackie breakfast. He sees that like all her shit is gone. The teapot's there.
The teapot.
He's like, he jumps he leaps to a conclusion.
He knows.
He goes, that teapot means that Cole fixed that, gave it to her, they fell in love, they made out in the barn, and now our lives are ruined again.
He said clearly.
Clearly, I saw the teapot. I know what that means.
He knew the vision.
He saw the vision. He low-key ships it, but he won't admit it.
He ships it.
And then all the note says is, I'm sorry.
Like, okay.
And he goes, oh my god, that means that Jackie and Cole made out last night.
What did you do?
What did you do? And he's like, he's asleep. So Jackie goes to New York with Danny, who's going there for the summer to study at Juilliard with her and stay with their uncle. And she's like, okay, the only solution I have to this is to just completely bail.
It's to just
completely ignore the situation until it just goes away.
Just avoid it. Exactly. Iconic.
But now I'm like,
what? And I'm like, I don't want Cole and Alex to fight again. This is like yada yada yada. Like, what are we gonna do here? We need to fix it. We need to add something because this isn't gonna work.
I think she's obviously gonna come back. They saved the farm. We should also acknowledge that.
Saved the farm.
Will did it. Will did it. Put on his warbler jacket and sang outside the Gap and saved the day. And now they're going to turn it into a big ass business. And it's going to be beautiful. And maybe we'll see Uncle Richard around more. And maybe the real love triangle will be Tara the teacher and Uncle Richard. Because I am more influenced by that.
Maybe the real love at the end of the day is the guidance counselor.
Yeah,
and Uncle Richard.
I think this is all a red herring. We need to focus on Tara.
To throw us off for the real main character, Tara.
Yeah. But yeah, Haley and Will had a lovely wedding. Cole gave a fucking fire speech while Alex was getting drunk in the background for no fuck-ass reason. And you wonder why she made out with him at the end of the night. Anyway, I think that season 2, she's coming back, and then they all should be independent and have independent storylines. The brothers will work it out halfway through because they'll realize, well, Jackie isn't the problem, and Alex will find Kylie. And then her and Cole will inevitably end the season in the last 30 seconds together. And we'll have to wait for season 3. But then I think season 3 sets them all off for their futures. We get to see Cole and Jackie together, and then they can wrap it in a bow, and that's all we need.
And that's all we really need. Please don't go too far.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, I could see that maybe make it a 12-episode season, so everyone else has some fucking room to breathe, you know? Like let's see what's going on with Grace and her family, because they won't let her wear just a normal dress.
Grace. Yeah. Her family's very strict.
Yeah, that's all we really know.
All we know Grace has a strict family, and we know Kylie has 7 jobs.
Yeah, and more on them.
And is a gamer.
I think that we should have a girls' night, and it should be Kylie and Grace and Jackie and Aaron. And that other girl that was like, you have to do more than give her a latte. I like her. Is she the one that's friends with Paige?
That other girl. I don't know. She popped up and she said, fuck you.
Wait, let's also unpack the Paige drama, because I cannot believe that. I mean, I can't believe it. But Alex punished Cole for 2 years because his girlfriend kissed his brother and the brother didn't even know.
Yeah.
And he was like, you won't even let me explain that.
Yeah.
I think that's why I couldn't get behind Alex. Because, I understand. Drama. Yeah, it's sibling drama. But I think he was taking it a little too far. I was like, dude.
They have a, what's it called?
I don't know. Rivalry?
Yeah.
That's fine. I just was like, I don't care.
And
that's the Cole effect.
Yeah, Megan's at the Cole effect. Just kidding.
I don't know, it's working on me. I think it's working on me in real life, though.
Okay.
Because, he doesn't have that blonde hair.
Yeah.
Him and the two of them are always together. And I'm like...
You're like, it's working on me IRL.
Not to ship real people, but... they're making jokes about it, so what am I supposed to do? Did you see that?
No.
There was a SAG video, and I clicked on it because I was like, oh, Phil Dunster's going to be in this because he was the king of SAG with Taylor. And Taylor Zach, or whatever his name is, was like, they were all doing like, I'm an actor. Like, of course I'm going to do this. So I'm watching it. I'm like, oh, that's the guy from The Kissing Booth.
The Kissing Booth.
And then it goes to him, and I was jump scared. He's like, I'm an actor. Of course people think I'm dating my co-star. Pans to her really quick, and the faces they're making, I'm like, either they're really in on it and are best friends, or they're actually
dating. They're
and
dating
we don't ship real
IRL.
people. We leave them alone.
We leave them alone.
But if they are, they're kind of serving. He like fixed her shoe at the People's Choice Awards, and I went,
oh man.
That's the Cole effect. That's the Noah effect.
The real effect. Yeah, his name's Noah?
Noah Lalonde.
That's kind of nice.
Who, if you took out the obviousness of it, if you had to choose, who do you think she should be with?
Oh, well, Cole.
Okay, same.
I mean, but I don't know, because, like, the chemistry. I don't know. I don't feel like that strongly about either of them. But I don't know.
I think they were serving something up on a platter.
They were serving it up.
Like, it will kill me if they, like, well, I just said they should spend the whole next season all apart.
Yeah.
But it's
like,
will
take some time.
But I'm like, the chemistry. Like, when you have chemistry like that, you need to use it to the third degree.
To the third degree.
Like, I hate to say it. Yeah, I'm Team Cole too.
Cole.
It's just the right thing to do.
Like, it's just, like, obviously.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, people on TV Time are Team Alex. I'm like, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, and again, like, you're allowed to, like, be on their team, but to sit here and go, oh my god, that's Endgame. Like,
that's what? Endgame. You're literally
delusional.
setting... That's Delulu.
Sorry, I'm real sorry.
Also, like...
This is the most, like, we've been, like...
Also, it was, like, no fun to skip a bunch of time and then to be fully together.
Yeah.
And then Cole and Alex are playing contend for the girl's heart. I'm like, what's going on here? Can we all be...
I want to play Catan. We should play Catan for our thing.
Also, he looks 30. And then he looks like 12.
Yeah. I guess others I couldn't take him seriously. He looks too young.
Yeah.
Even though he's our age.
Yeah, I couldn't take it seriously of them being, like, brothers of close age, you know?
Yeah, I agree.
Like, when they were standing
They're supposed to be a year
I'm
apart.
like, how do you guys have full different lives?
Just completely different lives.
It's completely different. I need to talk to George and...
I was going to say, before we get to highs and lows, George and Catherine, the stars.
No, as long as he's not committing tax.
We were like, oh, great storyline would be like if the dad committed tax fraud to save the farm.
I think he should
goes
do
to
something
prison
because
and then what's his name has to get him out of jail. Uncle Rich.
Okay, Uncle Richard.
Or Maddo.
Yeah, Maddo. That's funny.
We need to put us in the writer's room.
Honestly, we need more of it. He just smiles all the time, and he's like so nice. I'm like, I want him to do something out of pocket.
What did I write? No one is talking about the Walter man.
We're talking about all these Walter boys,
but let's focus on the
Walter man because so far he hasn't done anything wrong.
No, he's
just
perfect.
the dad.
He's just a dad. He's the dad that you all want and everyone needs. And Catherine, love her. Sarah Rafferty.
Yeah, she slays.
I've been wanting to watch Suits just for her and the other guy in Suits. Like that, I will sign up.
She's literally mother when they're all getting in trouble for being fuck ass boys, and she walks in like,
yeah.
That's her power. She's mother.
She's mother. Yeah, I think that about sums it up.
That sums it up. Should we do epic highs and lows? Okay. Who was your favorite character? What did I write? Ooh.
I wrote a few. I also feel like I should throw Cole in there because I was really dependent on that man. I wrote Catherine, George, Danny, and Aaron.
Okay.
The big two couples.
I would add, if I can do 4, the parents too, but I also said Danny and Aaron. Mm-hmm. Like, I just think they're amazing characters, and they're just green flags all around. They're just perfect people. Like,
yeah.
They have, and I want more of that.
Yeah. 1,000%.
Least favorite.
I wrote like Olivia
Like, I just...
Yeah.
I also wrote Dylan, Cole's friend, because he pisses me off.
Oh.
He's, like, so flaky.
Yeah. You went to what? I forgot about him.
He's only good for a joint and a good time.
Yeah. He'll give me a joint and sit on the football field with
Pissing me off. And then I wrote Paige. Like, all these random characters that are just there to piss me off. And take up screen time.
I didn't write anything, but I thought of Olivia.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I guess I don't fully, like...
I don't hate anyone, I guess.
Because there's not enough to them to, like, fully hate them.
Yeah, there's no real villain, if you think about it.
So, like...
They're all their own worst enemies.
Yeah. Okay.
That was beautiful, man.
That was beautiful. Favorite scenes?
I feel like anytime the family had a big moment, like when they surprised Nathan when he came back from the hospital. The wedding was beautiful. I love seeing like all them be a family. The Thanksgiving episode. And then I like all the Cole and Jackie moments, like the teapot and the rain scene, and when they were picking flowers, and then they didn't even use the bouquet half of the wedding.
They were so drama about that.
She walked down the aisle, no bouquet. And I think it showed up eventually, but I was like, that's the point. Anyway,
the point.
I need to get into that. What about you, Brie?
I also said just the whole Thanksgiving episode.
Mm-hmm.
George hanging up Catherine's like vet thing in the when he frames it. And hangs it up. Cute. I'm like, that's cute. Mm-hmm. When all the boys got in trouble, and like just anytime all of them are together because it's funny. Mm-hmm. Jackie and Danny scenes, I love them.
Her reading the Juilliard note for him.
Yes,
that was peak.
And then Aaron telling Danny he can text her.
Yeah, that was good.
Because I'm like, like this is the slow burn that I need.
Exactly.
This is the content I'm looking for.
Exactly.
And that's why I'm here.
Another moment I liked that I forgot is it's really early, but the bleach drama.
Oh yeah, that was.
And then like Isaac has to admit that he did it, and Jackie's like, "It's okay," and then he makes like a face. Like I forgot about that.
I love Isaac.
And so I was looking. We didn't talk about Isaac and Lee, and also like they have one scene of depth when they like call their dad.
Yeah.
And I'm like, it's like more on them, but also there's not time to have more on everyone.
Yeah.
But I like them a lot. They're so funny.
I just think they're funny.
And Isaac being in the play.
But Isaac taking Danny's role. I said, but he's so funny that I don't even care.
He can't be too mad. When moving on to moments I don't like, when the teacher's like, "You're just too good, so I wanted to make sure you were like humbled, whatever." Like you're a great actor, but it's about the role. Like I said, that doesn't make any sense. In high school theater, when you're trying to get to the fucking Jimmys or whatever they are. Jimmys? Am I right?
Yeah.
They didn't put Renee Rapp and Andrew North Feldman as side characters because they were too good.
They just said, "Fuck Danny."
Anyway.
Yeah, that didn't make any sense.
Do you have any other least favorites?
Warbler. Warbler being a workaholic, but also wanting to get married right away. Like,
yeah,
I don't know.
And just making all the conversations.
That rubbed me the wrong way.
Uh-huh.
I'm like, Warbler, I'm trying to stand with you, and you're dancing, and you're ding, ding, ding in your hair. But what is going on? Also, you're so young.
Yeah. He's our age.
Yeah. Crazy.
They were telling you that she's my age. When they were like, midlife crisis, I was like, stop.
Midlife crisis. What else? Alex being cringe, Cole being cringe.
Some of the dialogue.
Any of the cringe dialogue.
It's like,
I can't even think of it, but some of them.
I think like 90% of the actors are good.
But some of the stuff they had to say, I was like, huh?
Yeah. Like, even like Danny's one of the best characters, and he said something where I was like,
yeah, like
no
I said
that. Oh, like hit life on the open road when he was talking to Cole about his road trip. I said, teenagers don't say that.
I said, huh?
Like, I would rather
There's so many lines.
use terrible like Gen Z vernacular than like say some of the stuff.
Say stuff out of
They'd
pocket.
be like, that road trip will probably slay, bro.
That
would have been better.
Well, better.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. What is this? Oh, I said Jackie and Alex kissing and then jumping straight into their, like, the next episode.
Yeah.
Was just them together.
Yeah,
I would have loved to see every individual Walter react to that. But they were like, they just know, and then they kept it a secret from the parents, and the parents had a reaction, but like, I don't know.
Yeah, I just was like thrown off.
Me too.
Of the whole storyline.
I agree.
And then Nathan fainting.
Yeah.
Because I was worried for my boy.
Worried for
I
Farkle.
claimed Farkle immediately.
I knew Farkle was in this. I didn't know Farkle was going to pull on my heart so much.
Sweet. I need him to do some crime.
Yeah, honestly, he should have. That should be his storyline. Is he like tries to? He's like, I'm tired of being like coddled and being the good brother.
Like he just goes all full bad. I need all these men who are smiling all the time to do something bad. Yeah.
I agree with what you said. I said anything where Erin and her mom are fighting.
Oh, I hated that. Yeah.
Then Cole ruining the gala. Like I just couldn't watch that. But also the speech that like the veterinarian guy gave before she went up there.
Gave nothing.
He went, Catherine Walter. She's a vet. Ladies and gentlemen, Catherine Walter. I was like, what?
Like, give her something. Give her anything.
I really need to talk to these writers because there's so many good tropes. There's so many good actors. You have Sarah Rafferty, for Christ's sakes, on your show. And I need you guys to give more.
I need you to do something.
You have such good chemistry between some of these other characters. Focus on them, too.
Yeah.
Anyway. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah. Would you recommend it?
I said maybe.
I said,
I think it depends on who you are.
Exactly. It depends on who you are, and it's probably not first, second, third, fourth, fifth.
If someone asked me tomorrow what I've been watching lately.
Yeah, I want to. If someone said, I want like a Wattpad, like.
I just want to have fun.
I want to like.
I want to have a laugh. I just want true like junk food.
I just want junk food. Yeah, popcorn. Then I would recommend these.
But not to be confused with, like, Ginny and Georgia, which I think is excellent.
Yeah, I think that has
contender.
more. Yeah. Like that and Never Have I Ever was more than just, like, that was television.
Yeah. In this show, I think if they take the notes, the way that Ginny and Georgia took notes, this could win an Emmy. Sorry, the bear.
Watch out, the
Sorry,
bear.
chef!
Can Carmi fight?
Can Carmi fight fucking the Cole effect? I don't think so!
The Carmi effect. Get him out of the fridge. Okay, I won't go into the bear.
Yeah.
I end up talking about the bear every time.
We'll see you in June.
And on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the most unserious, what would you say?
I said an 8.
Okay.
Because, like, her family's dead, but this is not serious.
Like, her whole family's dead, but it's so
like, let's
serious.
remember that. Like, every once in a while, she'll start crying.
I'm like...
And she'll start describing the world to a blind person. Fuck, man. She's right. It is like the sunshine on your face.
Fuck, she was right about that.
Yeah.
I said 9, but I could agree with an 8. Yeah.
8.5.
Yeah. Like, yeah. It's just funny.
And that's the Cole.
And that's the Cole effect.
Honestly, I had a blast. I like didn't know how I was gonna feel watching the show. I thought I'd be like, oh my god.
Oh my god.
But no, I was here for it. All right.
We did it.
We're at our last segment.
We got some cue cards.
Game night with Megan and Bree. Speaking of love triangling, too close to the sun, I have a deck of love triangles.
Oh, wow.
And Brie and I are going to decide definitively, here and now, how each of these love triangles should go. Some of these people ended up with a person, but that doesn't necessarily matter. That doesn't
matter.
Right.
Okay.
And I will say that there's 15 of them, and we can draw randomly. We can take turns. Every love triangle, I think we viewed in some capacity, except there's one that only you've seen and one that I've only seen. Okay. Just to give us a couple more options.
Okay.
All right, Brie, do you want to pick the first card?
Sure. I wonder what it is.
I'm scared. I wrote them.
Okay. Archie? Steady.
I can't believe that's the first one. The tiny jug.
And Jughead.
I can't believe that's the first one we picked. I guess it's good to get out of the way.
Hello.
I don't think I've made it clear on this podcast, but I'm a Barchi ride or die.
I'm a Bughead.
I know this isn't a Riverdale podcast. Everyone is entitled to their own opinions. I wonder how many of these we'll agree and disagree on.
I think that Betty and Archie should be together. And that Jughead should be with the other girl, and Veronica should be with Reggie.
You know what? I'll take your word on it.
Okay. And that's the correct answer.
Archie.
No room for argument in the comments. Actually, in the comments, I would love to know what teams everyone is on.
Bughead.
Because I think we all need to remember. Shut up. I'm just kidding. I was about to say something. We need to remember that this is all just TV.
And then you said, shut up.
Yeah, this is truly going to go. Like, this is all TV. This is all fictional relationships. Nothing is that deep. I've genuinely left some fandoms because of the way people talk to each other about these couples. But Bree, shut up
about Jughead.
Not Bughead.
I think Jughead was really real when he said, I'm weird.
You ever seen me the list?
That's like literally all
and that's where we checked out, to be honest.
And that's literally where I checked out. Okay. You draw.
Okay.
The way I looked at that one.
This is a deep cut.
Okay.
This is the last one I wrote. I was really excited about it.
Okay.
Paige, Jake, and Rainer.
Famously
in Love!
What? Famously in Love.
Devastated that the show didn't continue. Long live Bella Thorne.
That was drama.
Me
remembering.
Yeah. I was like trying to think of couples and this one just came to me like in a dream.
This one came to me.
As I was conscious writing these. It's gotta be Rainer.
I would say Rainer. Mm-hmm. Because the fuck?
They served more than Jake ever could. Jake was a little bitch.
Jake was a bitch.
Even though I used to tweet Charlie Carver all the time during Famous in Love, like he was my friend.
But he was a bitch.
But he was a little bitch. And Rainer just he served the R sign language moment for rescue. Wow. He served for you anything. Like she would ask him favors.
That feels like 700 years ago.
I know, and I miss them.
Nancy, Steve, and Jonathan gunshot.
I simply just had to do my journalistic integrity include love triangles. The show ain't over yet.
Yeah, and if they even think for 1 minute that Nancy should be with Steve,
I think they have the opportunity to pull me back. Like, I can't sit here today and tell you that I am
Megan
fully off the bandwagon.
You know, Megan.
Very please speak to me.
That's where we differ.
I will say, of the three we've done, show is canceled, show did not have an end game, show has not ended yet. Like, we're in some fresh love triangles, to be fair.
Yeah, and I swear the motherfucking God, they're already losing me. But we like Steve. We don't love Steve. Listen, I love Steve Harrington. Steve Harrington, mwah. Great character. I wish they would bring him in, someone. But, you know, I don't think it's Nancy. I don't think it's my girl, Nancy. Mm-hmm. And you know what? Nancy and Jonathan are together in real life. And you know what? You can't fight real love.
That's so fair. Bree, you made a great point. I think that probably Nancy should be with Jonathan. I think if they write it well, I'd probably be like, okay, whatever.
Yeah, I feel like some shows, if they're together for too long, they just like get stale.
Yeah, we'll have to truly see what happens.
They need to work on it.
Yeah. And you know what? And then if it's not Nancy, I think Steve should be single because Steve's for the girls at home.
Yeah.
Case closed.
Just let him sing.
Oh. Davy Paxton in bed.
Listen, you motherfuckers. We know what the end game was. And we know
how Mindy Kaling plays the game.
Mindy Kaling plays the game and she played it in my car. And she goes, damn. My Benny boy took the...
My poor Paxton.
We know where Megan stands.
I think it's like one of those things where it's like you clearly know who she should be with. I think the only reason you know that she should clearly be with Ben because you know what Mindy Kaling likes to do. Until I think you could have argued Paxton until like season 4. Like season 4, they completely just gave up on Davy and Paxton.
Yeah.
It's like, damn.
I mean, to be fair, I didn't know what Mindy Kaling did.
That's just her MO.
It's just like...
It's basically herself in BJ Novak over and over again.
That's very real.
Inspiring, to be fair.
So, Bennett boy.
Benny boy. I love Ben, but I was a Paxton girl, and I think it's my duty to continue being a Paxton girl.
I must say again, I don't hate Paxton.
Yeah, same thing. I don't hate Ben.
I love Paxton.
But the heart wants what it wants, you know? And I was a Paxton girl. And I liked, I think, the idea of her ending up with Paxton because it would have been surprising. Because, like, obviously, I'm like, well, I thought I'd go into this being Team Ben. I guess my heart was trying to, like, prove something.
I was trying to prove something that you could be different.
Yeah, and then, like, my poor Paxton, what's his name? Darren is also in a love triangle, Anyone But You, and like fucking Glenn Powell's there, so what's supposed to fucking happen? I said let him lead something. Let him be the number one choice. Anyway, pick another
This one was very split.
Yeah.
Like
that was a good one.
Was,
it's a frustrating one in that like, oh, that's what we were saying during that podcast. Now, go listen.
Now what is this?
Sorry, what?
Now what the hell is this? Rachel, Finn, and Jesse St. James.
Am I wrong?
I mean, you're not wrong. Okay, well, obviously, Finn.
Yeah.
But you know what? Shit happens. So I think she should have ended up with Jesse St. James. Because that's what happened, right? Yeah. I don't think that should have happened, but I think they're just trying to make people comfortable. But
in the moment, in the heat of season 2.
But also, Jesse St. James slays the boots down. That's one of the cuntiest characters I've ever laid my eyes on.
Yeah.
And I love Jesse St. James. But I am a Finchel shooter.
Yeah.
And fun fact, Finchel fan fiction is the only fan fiction I've ever read. So on the case of Wattpad stories, I only know Finchel.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you gotta... I think there's a world out there, Brie, that you have yet to explore.
Yeah. Finchel.
Finchel. Did you see what that said?
No.
Elena, Stefan, and Damon.
Okay. I think about this a lot. I think about this at least 3 times a day.
Yeah.
At the end of the day... Okay. In my younger years...
Okay.
Okay. When I was in my TVD era, I was Stefan, of course, obviously. I mean, come on.
No, come on now.
That's like not obvious to anybody.
Everyone's like, we've never spoken about this.
We've never even thought about Stefan being Let's think about it. Let's really think.
I'm thinking.
Honestly, when I think about myself today, I'm surprised that I wasn't Team Damon. Because he's the more sarcastic one.
Yeah.
But I think Damon was toxic in many ways.
Yeah.
But you know what Stefan does towards the end of the series, I've heard, it's kind of weird. Me getting into the... Wait, disclaimer, I've only watched... I don't know, how many seasons? 4?
I've only watched...
4?
Actually, it's like I've watched chunks of different seasons. I've watched the first 2 all the way through. And I was like, ooh, Kai.
Ooh, Kai.
What's funny is, like, I don't think I watched season 6, but I remember watching Kai, so I had to have.
Yeah.
I was in and out on that show.
Yeah. I was in and out on when Kai was there, too. But I, wasn't, sad as I was before.
Sure.
And you know what? Was I kicking my feet when Damon and Elena were at the motel? Was I kicking my feet? Maybe.
Whoa, that's a bit bold admission.
I don't know.
That seems crazy. Florence and the Machine's playing. What else were you supposed to do?
What else? They're playing Florence and the Machine. What else am I supposed to feel?
Yeah.
In that moment.
Uh-huh.
But you know what? Oh,
Who do you think Elena should be with to this day?
I don't like having to say this. Well, you know what? Damon. But I think Damon and Elena are perfect for each other because they're both toxic and annoying.
Speak on.
Because at the end of the day, as I've grown up,
yeah,
I've realized, what the hell?
What the fuck?
What the actual hell is happening?
You're right.
And I love Stefan, even though he's kind of whiny. Me getting into... But when Stefan loses his humanity, goddamn.
God damn. When he's Silas, actually, though.
When he's Silas and he's sassy.
Hello, my shadow self.
So, like, I don't know what to tell y'all. Y'all be Team Delana. And that's okay.
Stephussy.
But I'll always be a steppussy.
Okay, quickly, quickly pick another.
You know what I did? Oh.
Okay, I speak on this one. Clark, Lexa, and Bellamy. I truly could not stomach dealing with this fandom. Because of how fucking toxic everyone was to each other.
Slay.
I was Team Clark and Bellamy. And that was truly because, at the beginning, Lexa didn't exist. So, like, I was biased, and when Lexa came in, I was like, oh, cool. Like, it was really cool representation. It was one of the first, like, female relationships, I feel like, on mainstream TV. It was a big deal to have a bisexual character, and it not be a big deal.
Slay.
But, man, were the fans evil to each other. It's like, I totally respect people that love Clark and Lexa. I, again, was Team Bellamy and Clark. They had amazing untapped potential.
Sorry, I'm not sure about that.
Alexa thinks
What?
I'm
We aren't talking
We're
to
talking
you.
about Lexa.
We're talking
The 100.
about Alexa.
I think everyone should be kind to each other.
Yeah, people get brutal.
I like
fandoms.
hated being like, I was like, I don't even want to like anyone because everyone's mean to each other. And can't respect, again, at the end of the day, it's a TV show. And I think there's a lot to say about the way that Clark and Lexa were represented and how Lexa was killed off.
And Lexa was killed.
But everyone, my thing is, we don't need to get into this debate. Obviously, there's an unhealthy trope of killing a lot of gay characters. But this show killed everyone, pretty much. They killed Bellamy, too. Let's get into it.
Bitches.
And I think there's, like, a line. There's, like, a gray area for that. But I also think that I don't think sending other fans death threats and all that stuff is really that, it's not that deep. And that being said, Clark should have been with Bellamy. At least at the end, like, Lexa wasn't there anymore. And my thing is, they were building up to it, and the writer just said, never mind. Never mind. To be spiteful. And that's why I don't stand with that. But I am devastated. Do you remember when I was, like, laying on the floor of our old apartment because they killed Bellamy? Because they made Clark kill Bellamy?
Whoa.
And they were married in real life at the time? That's sick.
That's sick and twisted.
I rest my case. I'll have to do 100 podcasts just alone.
I haven't watched this show, but my dad has.
Yes, we need to get Rick on the pod. Me and Rick will do 100 pod.
And, yeah. Slay.
Oh, this is big. Rory, Jess, and Dean/Logan, because it was always Jess in the middle of that shit.
Okay. I'm Jess.
Jess.
Team Jess.
Team Jess! Alright.
Alright.
I don't even think I need to say anything.
When I got to Logan, I, like, didn't care about the show anymore.
That's fair.
I was like, okay. And
Dean sucked. At least as it continued.
Dean gave first boyfriend.
Dean gave first boyfriend and then, like,
and then sucking later.
Yeah.
And then...
And Jess had a lot to grow on, but the fact is he did. He did. He was the better man by the end. And that's all I have to say about that. More on that maybe in a Gilmore Girls pod.
More on that.
Team Jess!
Team Jess! Yeah, Team Jess. Belly, Conrad, and Jair.
Okay, I think we've established.
I'm Team Jair.
Okay. That's your prerogative.
Okay.
I'm Team Conrad, and we'll see who wins.
Just kidding. I guess I'm Team Conrad, to be honest.
It's the Conrad effect. Here's a big one. Jane, Michael, and Raphael.
Oh, no.
Yeah. This is kind of like a personal one.
Yeah.
I was always Team Michael.
Yeah.
And to be honest, hopefully everyone knows if this is coming up, this is spoilers. I really could have gotten behind Jane and Michael Jane and Raphael when Michael was dead.
Yeah.
But then they brought that guy back just for her to not choose him again.
Yeah.
Fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Because she chose him, but then, like, he died and disappeared.
That show was crazy.
It was so telenovela.
Yeah.
Like, we'll give them that.
Like, they really had me in the first few.
Mm-hmm.
Then it got really crazy. It got too crazy.
Yeah. My poor Michael.
But, yeah, I like Michael.
Wow.
But I don't know what team I want, to be honest.
Like, I think that her, like, she had good chemistry with both of them, good
Yeah.
stories with both of them, but, like, her and Michael were so beautiful and in love and pure, and they got married, and then he got shot. And then, like,
That was crazy.
Was like, cured just for him to have, like, a fake embolism or whatever. Anyway, okay.
That's kind of funny.
We should do a Jane the Virgin podcast.
Raphael, Justin being, it ends with us.
Yeah.
He's in the It Ends With Us love triangle.
Oh.
And he's playing the bad one.
And Blake Lively's wearing whatever she's wearing.
Yeah, and that looks crazy. Okay. Anywho. Bella, Edward, and Jacob. If you even think about Jacob.
It's Jacob.
Yeah. We're gonna have to turn off the podcast.
It's Edward. It's one of those things why are you watching it and thinking she's gonna end up with Jacob?
Yeah, do you think she's gonna end up with a dog? Of course, Jacob's gonna end up with her daughter.
Of course.
But of course.
Are you even paying attention?
Like, are we being sober right now?
Anyway.
Are you even paying attention?
It's Team Edward, and stay tuned for this fall where we really get into it.
Yes!
Lucas, Brooke, and
Okay, this one's just fucking stupid. Like,
speak on it. Let's go. I mean, we're gonna do a podcast on these too.
This is one of those love triangles where it's like, are we for real? Like, are you dumb? Like,
I just know the Brucuses are coming.
It never was, and it's not gonna be Lucas and Brooke.
It's Peyton. It's you.
Like, they had so many
you.
moments. Lucas and Peyton had so many, like, moments that...
Mm-hmm. They were the moment, to be fair.
That was...
When she hit him with the car in the pilot,
telling.
It was over then.
And why would you want Brooke to be with Lucas?
Yeah. Have some self-respect.
Have some fucking respect. And put some respect on Brooke Davis's name, you bitch.
Yeah. Julian.
And she ends up with Julian.
Arguably one of the better.
Yeah. So what are we doing here?
Okay. I have to save it for the One Tree Hill podcast.
Oh, yeah. We're going to do a podcast.
Yeah, we're gonna do maybe 9 of them.
We're gonna do 27 of them. We're gonna do a full one on Dan the Man.
Yeah. You're right.
Breaking down his character.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god.
Okay. This one was, I messed up, as you can tell. Chuck, Blair, Dan, Serena, Nate. So this is kind of a pentagon, if you will. I should have drawn a pentagon on the front. In my humble opinion, as someone who's never finished a show, Blair should end up with Dan and Serena should end up with Nate.
I'll agree with that because I didn't like Chuck.
Yeah. It's like when I was 12, I was like, oh my god, Chuck Bass.
Chuck Bass.
As a now 24, almost 25. Chuck sucks.
Yeah. Chuck isn't it.
Oh, okay. We have 2 more. Should I decide which ones we should end on?
Yeah.
We should end on one that both of us know, right?
Yeah. Which one do? What is it? Oh, everyone, this is Joey Dawson Pacey, and if we're being so fucking for real right now, why would you be Team Dawson?
It is called Dawson's Creek, right?
No, it's Pacey's Creek now because Dawson shouldn't even have a creek. He shouldn't even have a...
He shouldn't even have a pond. He shouldn't even have a puddle.
He shouldn't have anything because I think that's one of the worst TV characters of all time.
Hell yeah.
And Pacey's one of the best male TV characters. And Joey fucking slays. And I want the best for my Joey. So she's going to be with Pacey, okay?
Okay.
Okay.
I haven't seen
Dawson.
the show.
I'm triggered by Dawson.
I'm with you. As someone who's not seen I
need you to watch it.
I will one day,
I think you'd like it.
Okay. I have to watch Friday Night Lights.
Okay. What is it?
I kind of am disappointed we're ending on this one.
Oh, we didn't think of this through.
Rachel, Ross, and Joey.
Rachel and Joey.
Oh, that really made my stomach hurt. Everyone's right in their own opinion.
We're ending with?
That's why I'm a little disappointed because I think we could have ended on a more happier one.
A powerful moment.
A powerful moment. And this is just, I feel powerful about this. I just know that we differ. Not that we differ on the end game maybe, but
I definitely don't agree with Rachel and Joey.
Yeah.
I don't think they should be together. And you know what? I guess I can get behind Rachel and Ross. Ross just annoys me.
I'm a Ross apologist.
Yeah.
think that Ross is like just my baby girl.
Not Ross Geller being baby girl.
Okay, that was a little too.
I'm gonna clip that and put it everywhere.
I really think, and I know this is separation of art to artist, David Schwimmer is one of, I think, the most talented people, is such a solid human being, from what I understand. But I think Ross is genuinely one of the funniest friends, and no one will ever admit that because of his faults. And I totally understand the faults. I'm not going to defend him, but I am an apologist. And also, Ross and Rachel, they're the blueprint. Like, you can love them, hate them. You just have to put some respect on their name. We wouldn't be here today without them. We wouldn't have ships.
I wouldn't be alive
without them. Correct. Sorry.
Correct.
I think you misheard. Yes. I think that TV shows, relationships would not be where we were without Ross and Rachel.
Can I just say justice for Joey?
Well, yes. I don't think Joey needed an endgame, though.
No, I just wish he got more. I love Joey.
Yeah.
That's one of my faves.
Joey's effectively a better character than probably both of them.
Yeah. Joey, my mom was rewatching it too with me, and she's like, I never realized how, good Joey, or, caring and, just a good guy Joey is.
But, male-female friendships, man. Yeah. I wish they didn't fuck with their friendship. And I'm sure obviously it's fine now, but, it's just annoying. Yeah, and Ross and Rachel, what were you doing if you didn't think that was going to be how it ended?
I was crying. Just kidding.
She got off the plane.
That's drama.
All right, well, those are our opinions on love triangles as of now. Obviously, there are plenty of other love triangles, but these were the ones I think that are big and we have seen.
And we know.
In our hearts.
But also, cancel love triangles.
Yeah, fuck love triangles, though!
I hate them more now than ever.
Yeah.
They're so annoying.
Yeah. There's something about just focusing on one relationship than being which one she's gonna choose. Build.
That just really I don't want to go back and forth. I'm tired,
Grandpa.
I just want real love.
Yeah! Happy Leap Day! Yay! All right. I hope everyone enjoyed my life with the Walter Boys. We're gonna be back with a vengeance in season 2. This is our favorite show. Ding! Ding! Ding!
Ding! Yeah.
Thanks for listening to our podcast.
Remember to rate, follow, and share with friends.
And find us on TikTok and Instagram at unseriesous to see more content and find out what we're watching next.
We hope you enjoyed, and we'll talk to you next week.
Bye!